What is up, everybody? It's Animac here for Anime Uproar, and welcome to another chapter review for Attack on Titan. Chapter 99 has just become available, so we're gonna be talking about it right now. This was another jam-packed chapter, insane twists and turns. Willie Tybur reveals a stunning secret to everyone in Marley, but is he telling the whole story? I think Willie is still hiding something important, but more on that later. Also, EREN'S secret plan seems to be coming together in a dramatic way, but what is he actually planning to do? And what about Zeke? Is Zeke in on the plan and working with Eren? More clues suggest that he might be. But yeah guys, crazy chapter, and of course if you're not caught up to the manga, you have to know that this will contain spoilers, so proceed with caution. If you enjoyed these chapter reviews that we do here at Anime Uproar, be sure to smash that like button to let us know. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time a new review is uploaded. And also, recently here on the channel we started doing chapter reviews for the My Hero Academia manga, so if you are a Boku no Hero fan, be sure to check that out. In chapter 99, we start off with a brief flashback of Annie, Reiner, and Bertolt talking about the one man who hung himself after telling them that he was from a town where everyone else was killed by the Titans. This was back when the three warriors first infiltrated Paradise, and this story has kept coming up in the past few chapters, and if you've been following my reviews, you know that I had speculated that maybe Reiner killed this man and made it look like an accident. And I thought this because it was way too convenient that this man decided to kill himself right after telling the warriors about his hometown, and now the warriors could just say that they were from that same hometown and no one could deny it because everyone else who was from there was dead. During this flashback, Bertolt is wondering why the man told them the story before he hung himself, and Annie thinks that he wanted someone to forgive him, while Bertolt thinks that he wanted someone to judge him. I'm not sure if there is a story that the man told them that we still don't know, or if they're just talking about the story of how everyone in his village was killed. But I assume that if this man had something to feel guilty about, then maybe he told them something we don't know yet. And I wonder if this story, whatever it is, will come into play later. Right after that, we are thrown back into the room where Eren and Reiner came face to face in the last chapter after Falco brought Reiner there thinking that Mr. Kruger was just an old friend. At this point, Falco still isn't aware that anything is wrong as Eren tells Reiner to sit down. Eren also informs Reiner that they are in a place where they can hear what is happening on stage. And by the way, they are right under a building where a lot of people live and will be watching the festival from their windows. Eren then shows Reiner that he cut his hand, basically telling Reiner, either sit or I will turn into a Titan and kill all those people because the building will collapse. Because of this, Reiner gives in and sits down. We then see Willie Tybur looking very nervous as he gets ready to go on stage and make his big speech. But is he nervous because he doesn't know how the speech will go over, or is he nervous because he is still hiding something? The woman from Asia that we met in the previous chapter and whose name is Kiyomi wishes him luck and says that she hopes that he finishes his role safely, which is an interesting choice of words. What role is Willie really playing? What is his true plan? Kiyomi is then shown leaving the festival with her security detail as if she knows something is about to happen that she doesn't want to be around for. Next we see Reiner's mom saying hello to none other than Annie's father, Mr. Leonhardt. Annie's dad says that this is the first time he has seen Reiner's mom since he and someone else or multiple other people came to meet her son. We learn that Bertolt's dad fell into a coma and died, and when Reiner's mom suggests that Bertolt gave everything for Marley just like Annie, Annie's dad says no, Annie is still alive because she promised him that she would come back. An interesting thing about Annie's dad, in a recent video where I talked about the theories that Armin and Annie could have royal blood, I talked about how the flashbacks we see of Annie with her dad never appear to be happening in the internment zone. And now that we find out that Reiner's mom didn't see Annie's dad since he and someone else first came to meet Reiner, could mean that Annie's dad does not live in Liberio. If we assume that he first met Reiner when Reiner was being considered for the warrior program, this could mean that Annie's dad was working with the government in some official capacity. If he, as an Eldian, lives outside of the internment zone and works for the government in an official capacity, it could back the theory that he may not be a regular Eldian, but a member of the Tiber family or another noble family, which would make Annie a noble as well. The next thing that we are clearly shown is that all of the top leadership of the military, along with all of the prominent citizens of Marley, all the top businessmen, ambassadors from other countries, and the media are gathered right there in one spot. When I saw this, I couldn't help but think to myself, if you wanted to destroy Marley, what better way than to bring the whole leadership of the nation into this one place and then just eliminate them all at the same time? I don't know if Eren has it in him to be that ruthless, but if his plan is to kill all the influential people who have gathered here, it would be definitely the most effective way to destroy Marley. Then we see an unidentified soldier show up and tell the warriors of Marley that they have been summoned by General Magath. We don't see the soldier's face clearly, we just see that he has some beard stubble. Back in the underground room, Reiner asks Eren why he came here, and Eren tells him that he came for the same reason as Reiner and that he can't help it. I assume that Eren means that he came here for the same reason that Reiner had come to Paradise. Both of them want to save their people, but of course this puts them in direct opposition to each other. Willy Tiber begins his speech in which he talks about the Great Titan War from a century ago and how after brutally destroying all their enemies, the royal families of the Eldian Empire that possessed the Titan Shifter powers turned on each other and continued fighting seemingly endless wars. As Willy is speaking, the mysterious soldier leads Zeke, Porco, and Peak to supposedly meet Magath. And here's a really interesting detail. This soldier tells Zeke to use the front door, but tells Porco and Peak to follow him and go another way. Peak tells the soldier that she has seen him somewhere before, but he simply says that he is stationed at the West Rakua base, but is here for extra security. The soldier leads Porco and Peak into a room that turns out to be a trap, and they fall through a trap door in the floor. And I can't help but think that this mysterious soldier is either an older Armin or possibly Connie, also in disguise, just like Eren. Peak would have had the chance to see both Connie and Armin during the Return to Shiganshina arc, so she may have recognized them but wasn't sure from where. It is worth noting that in the manga, Connie's eyes are usually portrayed in a lighter shade than Armin's, and the eyes of this soldier are closer to Armin's than to Connie's. So guys, what do you think? Do you think that this is Armin, the new Colossus Titan himself, right here in Marley with the entire leadership of Marley waiting for him to stomp them all out? Let me know down in the comments. And again, I wonder why Zeke was told to go another way, why he wasn't lured into the same trap. Is it because Zeke is in on this secret plan? Is the theory that Zeke and Eren are working together true? We've known that Zeke was up to something for a long time now, and I can't wait to see how this plan comes together and what is Zeke's role in all of it. Willy continues his speech and he makes a stunning revelation for everyone to hear. The Marleyan hero Helos did not save the world from the war, nor did the Tiber family. The true hero and savior was King Karl Fritz. King Fritz felt bad for all the victims of the Eldian Empire and he wanted to end the war, so he allied with the Tibers and invented the story of the hero Helos. In reality, King Fritz chose to leave for Paradise in order to stop the war, and even though he threatened the world with destruction if they ever attacked the island, his true intentions were never to use the Wall Titans to destroy the world. Instead, he made a vow of pacifism, and this vow was passed on to every inheritor of the founding Titan as long as they had royal blood. Interestingly enough, Willy also says that Eldians and Titans should never have existed to begin with, which is a strange thing to say, and this makes me think back to a theory video I made about what the dinosaurs from the season 2 opening might have to do with Eldians. If my theory from that video is true, then what Willy is saying here would make sense because the Eldians are not like other human beings for a very specific reason. If you want to learn more about that theory, link to the video is in the description. Of course, everyone in the crowd is shocked to learn that the Eldian King Fritz was actually a hero who saved Marley, and that the Eldians on Paradise did not wish to harm any of the Marleyans. But Willie says that things have changed now that the founding Titan power has been taken away from the royal family. He says that the name of the rebel who took the founding Titan power and opposes the march towards peace is Eren Yeager. And this is where the chapter ends, but right away I am struck by something. Clearly Willie is not telling the whole story here, because if the Eldians on Paradise were never a threat, then why would Marley send 4 warriors to try to take the founding Titan power? Remember that when the warriors first attacked and destroyed Wall Maria, the founding Titan was still in the hands of the royal family. It was only after this happened that Grisha stole the founding Titan power from Frida Reese and gave it to Eren. So what is Willie hiding? Why isn't he telling the whole truth? Why did Marley try to take the founding Titan back if they knew that the king behind the walls would not cause any problems for them? Also, remember all that talk about the need for the founding Titan to be inherited by someone with royal blood. How were the 4 warriors supposed to take the founding Titan power back to Marley? What if the plan was to have Annie consume the founding Titan power because she might actually have royal blood? We can't know for sure at this time, but I definitely feel that we are building towards a big Annie reveal, especially with her father making such a prominent appearance in this chapter. And we see that Eren's secret plan is about to unfold. He has all the important Marleyans in one place. Reiner, Porco, and Peak have been taken care of. Zeke deliberately spared from going into the trap. Just crazy twists and turns, and I honestly can't wait for the next chapter. Let me know what you think Eren is really planning, what are Willie's true intentions, and where does Zeke come in all of this? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Once again, if you enjoy these reviews, be sure to smash that like button to let me know. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you can be notified every time one of these reviews is uploaded. As always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.